How's it going on? My name is Chris, and welcome back to the F1 24 career mode. And today we're going on to the Chinese Grand Prix. If you guys did miss the last episode, we actually ended up going to the Japanese Grand Prix, and it was actually the first race where we did not make it into Q3. We were trying to go 4 for 4 and make it into Q3 this season, and unfortunately we didn't. We ended up qualifying P11. And for the fourth week in a row, we've gotten off the line poorly. And going into turn one, and actually for the first series of corners, we got bumped off the track not once but twice, both of which coming from the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll. The second time, he 100% meant to do that. There's no way he did not know. There's no way that he did not know I was there, because I made it pretty clear that I was, and he just turned dead left into me. But later on in the lap, we ended up passing him for P12, and I wanted to push him into the gravel, but I didn't really get my wish, and I didn't really get what I wanted. But we stayed there in P12. We passed Ricciardo towards the end, or at some point, to get P11, and we actually ended up making a dive on Alexander Albon, making it into P10 at the hairpin once we caught the slow Ferrari of Sainz and the two Mercedes of Russell and Hamilton. And we actually put ourselves up in the points. And as we were catching the three cars ahead, we looked to have overtaken, the Mercedes if they stuck behind Sainz for a little bit longer, but Russell got around him at 130R, and Hamilton down the main straight ended up passing Sainz as well, going into turn one, and both Mercedes made quick, easy work of the Ferrari, and we weren't really able to capitalize on maybe making up 3 positions. But later on, we got Sainz, got up into P9, and I accidentally forced him off the track. I didn't mean to do that. That wasn't my goal to push him off the track. I actually felt really, really bad that had to happen, but we ended up carrying on for P9, and actually, we ended up getting a double DNF as well. First off, it was Esteban Ocon that DNF'd, and then around 5 seconds later, the Haas of Kevin Magnussen also DNF'd, and I don't think they DNF'd in the same parts of the racetrack. However, it was a little bit odd seeing the both of them DNF in only a 5-second time span. But also on our pit stop, our crew for the second week in a row ended up messing up, and this time it was on the right front, and we ended up losing time. I thought we were going to lose a lot of time, but with us being on fresh mediums after being on the softs, we just put in an amazing lap as everyone else was pitting, and I thought we were actually going to catch and pass Hamilton, but we were, not that close to passing him. However, we did gain quite a bit of time on him due to the amazing outlap that we had. And even the lap time that they wanted me to set for that lap, we crushed it by like a second. And then obviously later on the lap, Russell got out ahead of Hamilton, but then Hamilton got out ahead of Russell at one point, and Russell re-overtook him until he locked up, giving the position back to Hamilton. And we just swooped around the outside and grabbed P8 from Russell, and we almost got forced off the track by Russell, but Russell, unlike Stroll, was very kind to give us a spot, but I knew Russell was going to catch us back. We didn't really fight it for that long. We gave him back P8. We stayed in P9 for pretty much the rest of the race after this point. And I was pretty much knowing that Stroll and Albon were going to catch us. So I was like, you know what? I hope he does, because at this point, I was still pissed off at Stroll. And I kind of wanted to break his front wing, in all honesty, until the FIA after the race told me to don't do that. But Albon ended up passing Stroll at one point. We ended up putting a pretty good block on Albon. Not damaging his car in any way, shape, or form, but holding on to P9. And then towards the end of the race, we had yet another go at it with Albon. And he passed us for a little bit, but we swooped around the outside of 130R to regain P9. But we still kind of side by side, and we sent it into the corner a little too hard. But we just parked it right on the inside, right in front of Albon, kept P9. Made sure that Stroll didn't get past him, because I didn't want Stroll scoring a point in that race, and we came home P9 while Albon came home P10, and it was a pretty decent race, all things considered. But coming out of the Japanese Grand Prix, Max Verstappen still holds the championship lead by only 16 points ahead of Lando Norris in P2, followed by Oscar Piastri in P3, Fernando Alonso 4th, Perez 5th, Leclerc 6th, we're there in P7, Russell 8th, Hamilton in 9th, and Carlos Sainz in P10, and then Gasly in 11th and Albon 12th. And then it's Stroll, Ricciardo, Ocon, Zhou, Hulkenberg, Bottas, Magnussen, and Sargent without a single point scored thus far this season. And over the constructor side, Red Bull leads ahead of McLaren by 9 points in P2, followed by Aston Martin in 3rd, Ferrari in 4th, Mercedes in 5th, we're in 6th, Alpine 7th, Williams 8th, and and then Kick Sauber 9th and Haas in 10th, both teams without a single point scored. And now as we're about to head into the Chinese Grand Prix race weekend, we actually ended up looking at our accolades to see how, you know, how far we've gotten already. And race starts pretty good. Top 5 qualifying, pretty, you know, 1 of 10, so that's not bad. But our championship points, we're actually pretty close to getting to tier 2 on the championship points, and I did not know how much or how good that it would, you know, do for me if we got that accolade. So it would be nice to gain, I think, like 14 points, but that would require us finishing on the podium. But we'll have to see. But now we head into the specialist, see what our manufacturing expert wants us to do. And he wants us to either complete 3 laps using at least 2 different engine components during a race weekend, or complete the lap or the weekend with no more than 4 collisions with other cars. Unless I'm around Lance Stroll, that's probably going to happen every single lap, because now at this point there's a rivalry brewing between us. But I don't think I'm going to be around Stroll that much. But we decided to go with the complete the weekend with no more than 4 racing collisions, or no more than 4 collisions in the race weekend. Our wind tunnel engineer has left, and they won't return for another 3 race weekends. Our power unit consultant is leaving, actually, after the Chinese Grand Prix. But there's some challenges he wants us to do, or goals he gave us, which is reach a speed of 206 miles per hour during the weekend, or use overtake ERS for 35 seconds during a race weekend. And both are pretty doable around China. And I decided to challenge myself to reach a speed of 206 miles per hour during the race weekend to see if I can even do it. And I think we can. And then also, not only is the power unit consultant leaving after this race weekend, the material fabrication planner is also leaving after the Chinese Grand Prix. And she wants us to complete 5 laps of practice sessions or perform 250 gear shifts during a single session. I've said this before, I don't think it's possible to do that with 50% race length, so just, you know, complete 5 laps, you know, in practice. And then our quality assurance tester wants us to complete a session without using a flashback or lift and coast for 25 seconds or more during a race weekend. We've done pretty well at not using flashbacks in the game, so decided to go with complete any session or any one session without using a flashback, because that's, you know, pretty simple to do. But and then our strategy analysis is going to be returning in 2 race weekends, so we'll have her back pretty soon. But now it is time to head in the Chinese Grand Prix. But let's see what kind of components are, you know, available, or not available, but come in. The gearbox did not come in. The cable assembly does come in. The 2 aerodynamic upgrades also come in. The weekly resources come in. And now it is time for the Chinese Grand Prix. But also just taking a look at the R&D, we see that the Venturi tunnels and the other upgrade that I'm getting both came in. We are pretty well over on the aerodynamic side of things. The cable assembly did come in, which unlocked more chassis upgrades like I hoped it would. Nothing really going on for the engine side of things. But the durability, we ended up helping out our teammate by repurchasing the gearbox upgrade for him. And we actually saw that he bought an ICE upgrade, which later on in this video is actually going to come back to haunt us. But now it is time to head into the sprint race weekend in Shanghai for the Chinese Grand Prix.
Now here's something we haven't said for a little while. Welcome along to qualifying in China. After a few years absence from the calendar, it is great to be back here. But just who is going to put their car on pole?
And heading into our first lap in sprint qualifying 1, the race weekend allocations for tires is actually a little bit different. In sprint qualifying 1 and 2, you actually have just 1 set of medium tires. And I actually, if you guys are going to see it right now, I actually did not put in a lap, which is why I'm still 20th, but qualifying is complete. So this is our one and only qualifying lap in SQ1. We purpled Sector 1, which is shocking, but we did a fantastic job of purple Sector 1, and as we head into Sector 2, we didn't purple it. We're well over a second up on Valtteri Bottas in the Sauber, and we actually were doing pretty good around this racetrack. We were actually flying really, really well, and it's, you know, for being sprint qualifying 1, this is something new that I haven't done, but, you know, obviously other creators have done. This is the first time I'm doing it, and in all honesty, I don't really know how to feel about sprint qualifying 1. Not a big fan of it in real life. I'm a fan of qualifying in real life, but I don't know if sprint qualifying is really needed. I don't even know if sprints are really needed either. But as we head through the final series of corners, hit that chicane just perfectly, hit the DRS, use the little bit of ERS that we did have, come across our finish line, and we will get ourselves into Q2 by placing P4 at the end of Q1. So really, really good fast lap from us. And Max Verstappen is showing that he's going to be the quicker car, as he is 0.3 up on his rival Lando Norris in the McLaren. But we're right there in P4 ahead of Perez, and our teammate Ricciardo comes in. And the 5 guys that are knocked out in SQ1 are Zhou Guanyu, Valtteri Bottas, Nico Hülkenberg, Logan Sargent, and Kevin Magnussen. Unfortunate for Zhou, especially in his home race, but maybe he'll have a better qualifying for the main race. But now we head on to our one and only lap in SQ2 on a brand new set of mediums. In my mind, I felt like there really wasn't a need to go onto the worn out set that we use in SQ1. It was just better to skip through the session to, you know, just use this, just the one, you know, medium tire set that we have, you know, for SQ2 and all this and all that. But Sainz is ahead of us, and he does get out of our way, and we do purple sector 1, and we do get a pretty good launch. We do get out ahead of Sainz. It made it a little bit difficult, but I mean, it's a Ferrari. They're going to try to make it difficult. They don't want a whole lot of guys, you know, making it to Q2. Or SQ2 for that matter. But as we head down the straight, we did pretty well in Sector 2 as well. And as we hit the end of the straight, we're doing pretty good. Unfortunately, we're probably going to knock out our teammate Ricciardo, which I was a bit ashamed, or, you know, a little bit frustrated. Not frustrated, but it's just sad that he wasn't going to make it into SQ3. But hit the DRS straight, come across our finish line. Maybe we'll do just enough to get ourselves into Q3, our first sprint qualifying 3 appearance as well, as Max Verstappen once again 0.3 ahead of the McLaren of Oscar Piastri. And in the end, it is Fernando Alonso, Daniel Ricciardo, our teammate, the Alpines of Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon, and then the Williams of Alexander Albon that are out in SQ2. So unfortunate for Ricciardo. He's getting a little bit closer every single race weekend, but I feel like the more we upgrade the VCARB, he'll be in Q3 a lot more, even SQ3 for that matter. But here we are on our one and only lap in SQ3. This time around, though, unlike SQ1 and 2, where you raced or where you had to use mediums, you actually get to use soft tires for SQ3, and actually shifted all the way down into neutral somehow. I don't even know how the fuck I did that. Even looking back, I think I just, you know, pressed the button way too many times. But funny enough, I still purple sector 1, which is insane. And we're up on Leclerc at P6, and just going throughout the lap. I decided to show the entire lap just to see how well our car, or how well suited our car is around Shanghai. I've actually started, during this lap, I was actually shocked to know how good my car was around this track, and just how much I was able to hook up to the track as well, because in previous F1 games from 2020, definitely 23, just did not do that well around here. And I think even making it into qualifying into Q3, not even SQ3, just Q3 for any race in Shanghai was kind of a pain. And this time around, it's, it was actually pretty nice. But as we head down the main straight, we use some ERS to try to get a good position for the sprint. And as we head into the sharp right-hander of, I think, turn 13, I believe is what that is, we head down into turn 14 now, hit the curb just beautifully, hit DRS, deploy has been used already, and we come across our finish line, and we end up getting P4 for Saturday's sprint, which is insane. Max Verstappen 5/10 up on Oscar. He just put an extra 2/10 on the McLaren. It's just a showboat. But we will start P4 for the sprint. Really, really good qualifying position for us, and a really good opportunity to score some valuable points. So now it is time to head over to David Croft, who will present us with a sprint at the Chinese Grand Prix.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? We start a lap here at Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2, the first of 16 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit. The incredibly long back straight provides the best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before we head into the braking zone of turn 14. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Smith, Sainz, Perez, Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell, Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Ricciardo, Gasly, Ocon, Albon, Joe, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Sargent, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out.
Alright, rolling off P4 today here in the sprint. I will say we did pretty well around here in qualifying. I'm actually pretty shocked by that, but yeah, I don't really know how the sprint's gonna go because they say it'll determine who's gonna get pole position for the race, but not really, because we have separate qualifyings, because we went through the sprint one, which you guys just saw, and then we'll go through another qualifying after the sprint. So yeah, I don't know where the whole we'll see who gets pole position today thing came about, but that isn't a thing anymore. But race strategy looks like they want us to do a medium all the way through. When I was in practice, they had me do an entire lap, or the entire practice program, I should say, on a set of softs. So that's why this looks funky with the personalized one, because this is based off the soft tire run, because in practice, you don't get mediums when it's a sprint race weekend. You have softs all throughout first practice. Then the mediums come in for the sprint qualifying and the sprint and qualifying and the main race. So that's the other thing too, but I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with the sprints, but now they're just overcomplicating the shit out of it, so maybe it's best to just not do sprints anymore. But rolling off P4 today. We'll see how everything goes, and we'll see if we can get the job done. Let's go ahead and jump into this race, or jump into the sprint, and let's see what we can do. Let's go. Well, got off the line pretty well and made a little bit of a dive on Lando. A little bit of contact too, but we're good. That was actually a really good start on my behalf too. I'll take it. That could have gone so much more worse, and thankfully it didn't. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging here in P4. We lost it a little bit off the start, but gained it right back very quickly, especially after fighting Paris for a little bit. Getting through that section right there is going to be a bit of a pain today. I mean, it already is, but it's going to be even more pain to get through there.
Experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
It'll be a while till we can even get past Lando, trust me. And it did not take long for us to lose DRS to him at all. Holy shit. Yeah, Perez is going to be rapid around us. Maybe not. And here he comes. Took a little bit for his car to get closer to me. Whew. That almost ended badly. I don't think I pushed him off, and if I did, I didn't mean to. So my apologies to Perez. I did not mean to do that. But now he's fighting Sainz. Back behind myself and Charles. I want to see if I can pull away from Charles, but I don't think we can. Be nice, though. That was not good. Got loose out of that corner. I'm trying to push it a little bit, but I'm not trying to push it too hard. Oh, there goes Charles around the inside. Try to get it back, but the speed of the Ferrari compared to our speed is massive. However, I think we can get him here. And we did. That was actually a really clean overtake on Charles there. A part of me was thinking Charles was gonna like cut down in front of us, but he didn't. He raced us clean. GG's Charles. And the two McLarens are now going at it because Piastri lost the lead to Max, and that's opened the floodgates for Lando to be a part of the fight. For P2 at least. I think we're actually going to be within DRS range of these guys. Yes, we will, I think. Yeah. We're within a 10th. There it is. I was about to say. There ain't no way we're not within a 10th of these guys. And what do you know, we are. Pretty much just gave Charles to Perez. And now they're fighting. And we went faster that lap too because of the DRS on the guys ahead. Damn, just hugging that fucking inside. Damn. Just hugged it all the way around. Saved it. I think Lando was trying to go for the move on Oscar. He almost did Daniel Ricciardo from 2018 on his own teammate. Decided against it. I think I just barely closed the gap enough in on Lando to gain DRS off of him. Yeah. It was such a tiny little margin, but I got DRS for the straight. Oh, Max is DNFing. Max just DNF'd.
Okay, clear.
That's going to put us on the podium. Wow.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 8.4 seconds.
That is insane that just happened. That'll release the two McLarens to go fight it out for the win now. And we're just here in third. What the fuck? That's major championship implications, but that's if Lando can finish the race. And if he does, it's gonna hurt Max quite a bit in just a sprint alone. I say we could fight the McLarens, but they're going to be off in their own little land here on this fucking straight. I'm already off in my own land, away from the guys behind. Definitely going to be off in my own land, away from the fucking two ahead, if that keeps happening, where I just drift through corners. The question is, how hard is Lando going to fight Oscar? That's the main question. Like, I feel like Lando, if he sees the opportunity, he's going to take it. But he had the opportunity right there, and he didn't take it, so I'm not too sure. Now that, my friends, is how you save a fucking drift through turn 1 here. Holy shit, that was actually pretty fucking cool. Another drift. Okay, I shouldn't have overreacted in the way that I did to cause that, but that's why I was drifting. Because I overreacted. My fault. Alright, does Lando go for it? Yes, he is. And they're gonna fight it out. Lando has the edge, but Oscar's not gonna let it go that easily.
Norris has just completed a pass for the lead.
Yeah, and they really slowed each other down going into here. The guys behind me are actually doing the same shit. Jeez, no wonder I'm able to pull away from the guys behind. Alright, last lap in the sprint.
Gap to your teammate behind, 9.8 seconds.
I like to think Ricciardo's going to get a point, but not really. I mean, yeah, he's leading a train of cars. I'm talking, by the way, but the fucking car just did not want me to finish my sentence for some fucking reason. I don't know why. But as I was saying, Ricciardo is like leading his own little pack of cars. It's almost like this game is trying to drag me back into Leclerc, and I'm just saying no. Fuck off. Already lost a boatload of time to the McLarens ahead because of that, so no, I'm not fucking losing out to the guys behind. Fucking drifting through the corner now. He doesn't have DRS on me though. He wasn't within a second. Perez does though. Why is he catching me like he has DRS? Whatever. Piastri just made the move on Lando for the lead. And that is, yeah, Piastri just flat out passed Lando. Wow. Piastri's going to win the sprint. Ooh, there's some turmoil going to be going on now down in McLaren. We get P3.
Job, mate.
Not bad.
Job. Yes, I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but man, you pulled through. Thank you. Well done.
Yeah, started P4, finished P3. In all honesty, if I started P4 and finished P4, I would have been fine with that either way. Alright, so not really much to go off of coming out of this one, but Oscar Piastri just flat out passed Lando in the closing stages of the race to take the sprint win and make Lando's championship charge against Max Verstappen that much more harder because he doesn't gain that extra point. But Lando does get P2. We get on the podium in P3, so that's not bad. Charles in P4, Perez in P5, Sainz in 6th, Russell 7th, Hamilton in 8th. And he got the final point. Yeah, Ricciardo was 11th, and he was ahead of Stroll, so that's the pack he was leading. And then just continue all the way down to Max, who DNF'd, the only DNF of the whole race. So that is how that all shaped up. And now in the standings, Lando's only 9 points back from Max. And we jumped Charles as well, so we're now 6th because of that. So, not even 5 races in, but that battle at the top's eating up. And then McLaren actually is ahead of Red Bull in the constructor standings by 2 points. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So yeah, now it's just time for the main race, which is in the next parts, or the following days. So we got to go through qualifying first to get to that point, but after that, main event time.
Now here's something we haven't said for a little while. Welcome along to qualifying in China. After a few years absence from the calendar, it is great to be back here. But just who is going to put their car on pole?
And now heading on to our first lap in Q1. This time around, I thought it was going to be a little bit different from SQ1, 2, and 3, where you would only get one set of tires for each session. That's the same case with Q1, 2, and 3. You only pretty much get one set for each session, which kind of sucks. But I just did the exact same thing like I did in SQ1, 2, and 3. Just skipped all the way to the end, just using my soft tires. And this was actually I actually did this qualifying and the main race a day after I did the sprint, so I had to get used to driving on this racetrack again. In my opinion, this Q1 lap is a little bit sloppy. I decided to show the whole thing just to see what you guys think. It kind of feels a little bit sloppy. I feel like I could have gone faster in some corners, and I just didn't. But you guys let me know. But as we continue through the lap, we're actually 6/10 up on Albon in P16. So even though we took, the rest of the day off to, rest up and all that sort of stuff, we're still pretty fast in this VCARB. And I just got to say, this racing around in this VCARB is insane. I love racing here, or not here, but I love racing in this VCARB. I'm actually starting to like racing around China, actually. So I guess racing around here is one of my favorite things to do now. But as we head towards the end of the lap, we're on pace to maybe make it into Q2, and the hope is trying to, regain what we lost in Japan when we didn't make it into Q3. And come across our finish line now, ladies and gentlemen, we are actually going to make it into Q2, but barely. We are P10, and our teammate Ricciardo barely made it in as well in P14. And Lando Norris in the McLaren is actually 6 thousandths off Max Verstappen's fastest lap time in Q1, which is insane. But the 5 drivers out is Valtteri Bottas, Alexander Albon, Nico Hülkenberg, Logan Sargent, and then Kevin Magnussen in the Haas. So a bit unfortunate for Magnussen, but Zhou Guanyu, unlike in the sprint qualifying, makes it into Q2. I think that's Sauber's first Q2 appearance thus far this season, 5 races in. It's all at the hands of Zhou Guanyu. And going into our one and only lap in Q2, I decided pretty much to just wait all the way to the end to, put in a qualifying lap. And in all honesty, it worked out because we could savor another set of softs for when we, go for our one and only lap. Maybe if I decide to do that in Q3, which I think I ended up doing. But and throughout the lap, we're 2/10 up on Ricciardo in P11. And as we continue all the way through, and as we continue on through the lap, heading through this fast right-hander, or the fast section in China, using all of our overtake, or using some of our overtake before the DRS straight, then using more the minute we hit DRS, we just gained so much speed, so much time. I can't even imagine how much time we ended up gaining through there. But continuing on, we're still doing pretty good. We might make it into Q3. We might recover what we lost back in Japan as we round the final corner, turn 14. Deploy's been used up all the way through, and as we hit the start-finish line, we go P8, and we make it back into Q3, not sprint Q3, into Q3 as a whole. And Max Verstappen, still the fastest, by now 3/10 ahead of Sainz in the Ferrari, so the McLaren's pace has fallen off 100%, because something tells me they used up pretty much all their softs. But not only do we make it into Q3, our teammate Ricciardo just misses out on Q3 again, but he's joined by Lance Stroll, Esteban Ocon, and Pierre Gasly. And then I think Alexander Albon is the next driver that also didn't make it into Q3 as well. No, it's Zhou Guanyu. I forgot it wasn't Albon. Albon, I think, got eliminated in Q1, so that's, yeah, a bit unfortunate for Zhou, but he at least made it to Q2, which is something that the Chinese crowd can at least be happy about. But this is our one and only lap in Q3. A little bit behind Fernando Alonso and just ahead of us. And you may think he's actually holding us up a little bit, and it looks like it, but in actuality, he helped us out a lot as we use overtake, and we use the slipstream on him, and we purple sector 1. We're 5/10 up on George Russell in P6. We kind of sent it into the corner because Alonso was actually kind of getting on my nerves by being side-by-side with him. But we just carried on all the way through, just ignoring that all happened, and this was actually a really good lap, but I decided to show all of it because, like I said, pretty damn good lap. So I just think that, when it comes to Sector 1, 2, and 3, I think Sector 1's our strongest, and Sector 2, we just can't seem to get it down quite as well as Sector 1. but in Sector 3, we could put our foot to the floor, pedal to the metal, go as fast as we need to, and just make up as much time as we need, pretty much. So down the main straight, activating overtake before DRS, hitting DRS, and then deactivating overtake just before hitting 12,000 RPM. We hit the braking zone going into turn 12 or turn 13 or one of the corners. I think it's turn 13. And now it's just all the way up to turn 14. How well do we hit the corner? We hit it just well enough. Activate the rest of our overtake. DRS enabled. Hit the start finish line. And ladies and gentlemen, P5 for the Chinese Grand Prix. And Max Verstappen will actually not start on pole, as because he DNF'd in the sprint, he will start at the back of the field, and Sergio Perez will actually inherit P2 or P1 from Max Verstappen. So instead of Max being on pole, it's now Sergio Perez on pole. So now it is time to head into the Chinese Grand Prix race weekend. So David Croft, once again, take it away.
It's time again then for Formula One in Shanghai. Northwest of the thriving city of over 24 million people is a circuit that first featured in the championship calendar back in 2004. It played host to Formula One's 1000th Grand Prix back in 2019. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles per hour with DRS assistance down the back straight, before the cars break into the tight hairpin at turn 14. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Sergio Perez will lead us away from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Smith, Oscar Piastri, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Ricciardo, Ocon, Gasly, Bottas, Hülkenberg, Sargent, Joe, Albon, Magnussen, and Max Verstappen completes the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y, or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
All right, rolling off P4 again for this race. I mean, as you guys saw, we qualified P5, and Max was the fastest car. He won pole, but my guess is because of that blown motor in the sprint qualifying, needed to take some new engine components, which puts him at the back of the field for today's race. But Sergio Perez bumped up to P1, so maybe Perez could do something. But he's got Leclerc and Lando behind. They say so are we, but I don't think we're really going to do a whole lot today. It just really depends, honestly. But take a look at the race strategy. Looks like it's going to be simple. The soft to medium, or medium to hard strategy. There we go. My brain is not working. I'll get into why in a minute. But, yeah, the personalized one, it's not accurate, because I know if we had the medium tires on when we did the race strategy, the personalized one would be far more better. But, yeah, we have more pace when it comes to the mediums around this place, I've figured out. But, yeah, so, and also a quick note, I'm starting to feel sick. I'm not fully there because my voice still sounds okay. If you guys might be able to tell. But the differences from the sprint race to now is very big. Obviously, when I do the commentary and all this sort of stuff, you guys might hear it as well in the commentary, but I'm not too sure. But who knows when I get to that point. You guys would have already known by now, or noticed by now, but hey, it's whatever. But Yeah. And another thing too is around this time last year, I ended up getting a call from my dad very early in the morning, telling me that my grandma had passed away last year. And I'm saying this, and he called me last year to tell me this. And I wanted to make a goal to where I would want to win every single time. I want to win a race at least every single time on, you know, the day that, you know, she passed or whatever. It's not going to happen today. We don't have the car to do it, but it would be nice to get a podium at the very least, because I'll count that as a win. We still get a trophy in the end. But yeah, that happened last year. That's one of the main reasons why I took like a month off from recording anything, because that happened. But today, in the main race, we're going to be racing in her honor. And, yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get the job done. Get a good finish out of today. I'm not really expecting a podium. Obviously, Max and Oscar behind are going to be fast. Lando, Charles, and Sergio are going to be fast ahead. The Mercedes and Sainz behind are going to be fast as well. If I could hold them off, that'd be one thing, but that'll kind of, well, we kind of have to figure that out in this race. But yeah, so let's go on ahead and jump into this race and let us see what we can do. Let's go. All right, so an interesting strategy just rolling off the line for the McLarens.
Temperature on this lap, please. We're learning the gears, so let's go through them all if you can.
They're both on the hards, so they are probably going to suffer. I'm not 100% sure, but looks like Perez and Leclerc ahead look to be on the mediums just like me. And in all honesty, the hards might actually work out towards the end, so
no rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
You know, don't go on the hards now. We start on the mediums, so yeah. This race is definitely going to be very, very interesting, to say the least. Well, got out of turn 1, P3. Yeah, the hards did not heat up at all for the McLaren guys, and I thought Perez was on the mediums, but he's on a set of hards too. Now we're just gonna have to kind of follow these two ahead of us. See what kind of thing we can do here today. The fact I'm P3 again is insane. Like, yeah, Norris even jumped Oscar, which is crazy. I lost it there. I got on the throttle a little too fast. But it's okay. We're still okay.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Yeah, DRS is available, but not going to be able to use it until the back straight. We're all over the back of Leclerc. Is Perez trying to help us or something? He's trying to help us.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
I don't know why my game froze there when I made contact with Leclerc, but it did, and it scared the shit out of me. We're still good, though. We purple sector 1 somehow. We're being smart. Wondering where Max is right now, because he might be our main competition. I think he's like P18 right now. Alright, Leclerc's gonna go for it on Perez. But does he go defensive? He's kind of doing it. You know what that gives? That gives Perez DRS right back on Leclerc for this straight. Damn, we almost just beat Leclerc's fastest lap.
Leclerc's just set the fastest lap of the race so far.
Dude, the fact I'm running with the fucking leaders is insane. And it's a Ferrari and a Red Bull ahead. If I didn't have my game almost freeze up going through here, I probably would have actually gotten Leclerc on the straight. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I would have gotten him on the back straight. But I'm also slowly pulling away from Lando behind. I kind of don't want to lose Leclerc, but I think Perez's hearts just aren't heating up properly. We might be able to get around him, but I don't think we'll be able to go after Leclerc unless we do some insane-ass strategies to undercut the shit out of Leclerc. But I think we're going to get him here. I'm not going to have enough ERS, though. I'll go the long way. Respectful, respectful, respectful. Damn, all right. Clear. Let's fucking go. P2. And Leclerc just had a faster lap. Here comes Perez back on us. They don't know about that move now, do they? No, they do not. What a move to get into P2. Holy shit. That was an amazing move. I don't care what anybody tells me. That was actually really fucking cool. That's on par with, like, Vegas F1 23 Season 1. I'm actually kind of pulling away from Perez behind. And I'm actually sticking with Charles ahead. That's crazy. Oh, dude. We're just a little bit quicker maybe in, like, Sector 1. That would have been the best lap I think I would have ever put together if we didn't bomb the shit out of Sector 1, I should say, to get fastest lap. I'm shocked I'm still fighting up here. I am a menace to Leclerc right now.
Okay, mate, Leclerc is ahead of you. We don't want to let this hold us up too long, so do your best to get past and get on with the race.
They wanted me to pass him by lap 10. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I could try. It's only 3 laps away from our pit stop, too. Maybe if I get a little close to him for this DRS straight, I can 100% do that. Whew. Saved it. Oh, God. I'm not going to have ERS for this straight, but I got DRS as a backup. Look at that, dude. Still closing the gap. I know for a fact Leclerc does not want this fight with me. He remembers Abu Dhabi Season 1 F1 23. His AI remembers that long ago. He remembers. Dude, look at how much we close in on this section. That's the most difficult section, but we could just close in the gap by so much. 4/10 behind him now. Bro. I need to savor enough ERS to where I could probably get Leclerc on this straight, because when I hit this straight, I have, like, less than 10%. And Perez is slowly catching us back, too, so those hards are coming right back into play. Why does it do that? Change for P5 looked like it happened back behind us. Dude. Charles is in fucking trouble with my ass. Any single time me and Charles are near each other, bad things happen. To both of us. It's like a 50-50 on what can happen between us two. We got 35% battery hitting this straight. I don't think that's going to be enough, though. Yeah, just... I use it before I hit DRS. I'm going to get close, but I'm not going to be able to make the move. Not defensive, though. I give him props. The 6th best team is fighting the top 2 best teams right now. Or is fighting 2 teams that are in the top 3 of best teams in the fucking season. Dude, Perez is so fucking close to me. Oh, I made more contact with Leclerc than you see the sparks. Saved it. No broken front wing. Just sparks that popped up. I think Leclerc's tires are dying. And Perez's tires are just right to where he is pretty much caught myself and Charles back because our tires are slowly going away. I know mine are slowly going away, but Leclerc's, I think, are fucking gone, period. Yeah, we can pull on the straight before DRS, and then I hit it.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power. Oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work.
It ain't done, buddy.
That's why I love working with you.
Mark, it ain't done. Mark, it ain't done. He just re-overtook me. I mean, the challenge, the goal, the objective got complete. That's all that matters, but fucking hell. I tried. Ah, shit. Ah, hold him there. I was gonna go for it, but I'm fighting fucking Perez. Woohoo! Cut him off. Good blocking, good blocking, good racing. Holy shit, dude. This is actually really fucking fun. Yeah, I gotta stop using ERS right there. That's where I lose the majority of it. I gotta stop. Look at how much I gain. Look at how much. Look at how much. Dude, look at that shit. Just gotta be patient with Leclerc. I thought I was gonna have to pull off some fucking undercut on Leclerc to even have a shot at him, but nope. Just wait till this straight, and hey, look at that. He might even be P1 for a little bit. Come on, car. Make the corner, make the corner. There you go. There's a yellow behind. That could be for anything. That could be for a safety car. Oh, shit. Charles Light. God. I mean, that was a good block. I'll give him that, but holy shit, dude. That almost resulted in something else. I don't want to ruin Perez's race. Oh my god, can my game stop doing that, please? And can I keep doing that, too, to Perez? Because that's what's going to get me back into this fight. Oh my god, I hit him again. Can my game stop, please? Shit. No front wing damage still. If I was a little bit closer to fucking Leclerc, I would have done the Ricardo. What is happening with my game? Fuck, I use a little bit of ERS down this straight. Oh, Jesus. Yellow behind. I think that might be for... Is that for the McLaren? I think that is. I think that's for Lando.
Green flag.
There was a yellow flag a previous lap, but no one DNF'd. I think he's out. Is he out, or is he... Okay. Nope, he's out.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
That's championship implications again. This time for Lando.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Okay, so we're leading our teammate
like
by
10.8
seconds.
Oh, Perez is trying to do to me what I did to him, but I ain't having none of it. Ooh, look at that. Let's go. What is my game doing? Stop. I'm doing this shit for like multiple laps. I'm tired of it. Knock it the fuck off. I think they may have put Ricardo into the points because of Lando's DNF. I don't know. But I don't want to speak too soon. We still got 18 laps left in this fucking race. Use like a tiny little bit right there. Tiny little bit. Didn't even go down a percentage when I used it. It's only going down a percentage because I'm trying to still fucking catch Leclerc. The straight might. I think Lando DNFing right on that straight's actually gonna help Leclerc. He's right at the beginning. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, but I still only have 35% battery on this straight. A fun fact, Lando's gone. They cleared up his car. I'll try the outside again. Come on. Keep it on the inside. Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. Let's go. P1. Woo, woo, woo. Now, to see if we can run away. I don't think we can, but we could try. I almost pull out to an entire second ahead of the two ahead.
Okay, mate, we need to save some ERS, so let's use all the techniques you know about to charge it up.
So just not using it, period. Okay. Just don't use ERS and we're good. I'm going to charge it by lap 17. I'm pretty sure I could get that before my pit stop in 1 lap. I'm pretty sure I can. I do want to try to stay outside of DRS range of him and just have him and Leclerc go at it for P2. The fucking VCARB is leading the Chinese Grand Prix. This isn't even one of my best tracks either, too. That's the crazy part. Not one of my better tracks. And I'm leading this shit. Alright, so we're pitting this lap to go onto the hards. I'm gonna just say this right now. I think if we have a good enough out lap, we could stay ahead of Perez when he makes his stop, which is probably going to be for the mediums. Probably going to be that. I'm just sending it into every corner because I know the car could take it. The car can handle being sent into the corner. What the fuck? I gotta hope and pray to God my team can get a good pit stop in this race. Past 2 races, they haven't been able to do a whole lot. They haven't had the good pit stops like I thought they would have, and I can't do anything about it either. Like, I can't try to upgrade the pit crew. The team has to do that. There's only so much I could do, and Perez and Leclerc are going to be going at it behind me, and I'm going to try to get the fuck away as I'm heading to my pit stop. All right, I have not entered this pit road since F1 2021, so let's see how good I do. There ain't no gravel there. 50, 50, 50, 50. Okay, there we go. So myself and Leclerc pit. Perez and Piastri stay out. Hamilton is in. Okay. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Good stuff, good stuff. Come on, come on, come on.
Okay,
come on.
we had an issue
You gotta be
removing the left
fucking
rear
kidding
wheel.
me.
I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us and
Get out
finish
ahead of
the
him, get
race
out ahead of him.
strong.
Fucking dude.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Okay, I feel like they're deliberately fucking doing that now. Okay, well, I'm still behind Leclerc, so I don't have a whole lot to worry about. Yeah, look at that. Joe and Bottas are also on the fucking hards. Albon even pitted behind. Yeah, if I was a little bit closer, I would have done the Ricardo dive bomb on the inside. We're going to be behind these guys for a little bit. I think me and Charles can make quick work of them, and then I'm going to make quick work of Charles at some point. Now that I think about it, right there actually would have been the perfect time to fucking do it. I'm waiting to use my ERS. Waiting for this straight. Can we actually get Leclerc and Joe here? Maybe not, actually. However, if they fight... Oh my god, what is happening? Yeah, they're going 3 wide.
Daniel's in the pits.
Yep, Ricardo's in. And we did not gain anything on these guys ahead. Okay, we got out ahead of Ricardo, so that's good. Watch this. overtook 2 cars at once. Let's fucking go. I'm going to Ricardo Bottas here. Hey, Bottas, remember China 2018? Yeah, that's right. Daniel Ricciardo, that shit.
Great maneuver. You made it look so easy.
I learned from the best. From my teammate. Thank you, Daniel. Holy cow, the gap is insane.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 6.5 seconds.
What's crazy is Verstappen is 6th right now. He'll still gain points on Lando because he DNF'd, but this is not the race for Max. Not at all. Leclerc's going to get Bottas on the straight. I got to figure out where Perez is going to come out, though. That's the crazy part. I have to figure out where he's coming out. So Ocon and Max are in, so he did not pit this lap. One of the kick Saubers just pitted behind. Leclerc's catching us, but we're okay. I have to know when Perez is going to pit. I have to know. There's Piastri. So Perez is probably going to pit sometime soon. Maybe this lap. We'll have to see. Leclerc could not close the gap on me, but also look who's now in 7th. Probably a net P3 if everything cycles this way. It's Hamilton. Perez is in. I saw him on the mini-map. He's pitting. And we're super fucking close by, too. Maybe they got the strategy wrong. I don't know. And Stroll's in. Yep, Gasly's just saw ahead is coming in.
The Red Bull drivers just moved into first place.
Yep, and they're going on mediums. Those are gonna, they have 11 laps on those mediums. Well, they're gonna have to go 11 laps on those mediums, and those might die way fucking quicker. Those are gonna die out way fucking quicker. But me and Charles jumped Perez. Now Hamilton is on his ass. Perez just pulled a gap on fucking Hamilton behind. Holy fuck, I just saw that. Yeah, Charles is gonna pass me, but we're not going away that easily. Hope Charles understands. I am going down without a fight. You can go faster all you want. Perez can pass me all he wants. It ain't over until I fucking say it's over. And I will fight Leclerc all the way to the fucking end if need be. I don't know if ERS, but the DRS is going to help me somewhat. Got on the throttle a little too fast. Hit the curb a little too much. We're faster, though. Fuck.
Okay, mate, your lap times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this.
I know we can. Just lead me to it. Ain't gonna be enough to pass him this time, but we'll get him. We'll get him. I know we can. We have the speed. Our ICE might be hating us right now, but I'm gonna fight. I did not expect seeing myself in. I think I just made contact with Perez. Unless his wing is okay, because that's what can end someone's race. Especially the guy that you're fighting. Looks of it, he's all good. Alright. He still has a front wing, so that's all that matters. closing in. Can we do it? Hit it. Got it. He's gonna have DRS on me though, but it's okay.
Gap to your teammate behind.
8 more laps.
13.3 seconds.
Oscar just pitted the fastest lap, everybody. Perez passed Leclerc. However, the Mercedes and the McLaren are joining this fight, so it's gonna be a 5-car battle for this fucking win today. Damn, good racing in China. Never thought I'd say that, but here we are. Perez has the faster car and the faster rubber, too. Gonna make him go the long way. Okay. I think we're okay. I didn't hear any contact made, so I think we're good. Perez might run away with it, but I'm gonna fucking try to hunt him down. If I could just push Perez to the absolute limit, he could pretty much end up like Leclerc and have his mediums go out so much more faster. And maybe me and Leclerc could bounce on Perez. I don't know. This is a Red Bull we're talking about, who is ahead of us, and who we are fighting for the lead against. If my game doesn't stop freezing, I'm actually gonna fucking lose my mind because it's getting annoying. It's just doing this like every few laps, man.
Okay,
well,
really,
we got that
really
objective done, so that's good.
There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 16.6 seconds.
We're also trying to run down Perez, whose mediums, I think, might go away sometime soon. We put a gap on Piastri behind, though. He just passed Leclerc. This ICE problem as well, the worn-out ICE, is also not helping. What's it at? 58%. Oh my god, dude. That's crazy. Crazy part is, if Piastri catches us, I'm gonna have to try to fend off, if I get around Perez, 2 guys on fast-ass set of softs. Or set of mediums. Damn it, why do I keep calling them softs? They were quite a bit of ERS heading down the straight. And now we're slowly catching Perez. Who for the first time, I think, ever is gonna have to fight the sister team for the fucking win here. You know what? We're coming to 3 to go. And we're on them. And there we go. Made the move. P1. Got it. Even little drifts. Still got to hold off Perez for 3 more laps. At the same distance ahead of Perez as I was when he first was about to overtake me. That was a good exit by us. Holy shit. Block the inside. They'll have the racing line, but turn 1 and 2 are my allies. He also went up the racetrack when he saw me too. Did y'all see that? He somehow maintained the lead. How the fuck did I do that?
Final lap, final lap.
Just
Push.
shot down into the next gear. I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. No. Woohoo, hi Perez. We made a little bit of contact. Not too much though. Wasn't enough to break either of our cars. Yeah, it's okay. We're okay. Holy shit. And I did not save up enough battery for this lap. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Fuck. I just wanted to block. Make the corner, make the corner, make the corner. What the fuck? We're gonna do it. What the fuck? We just won China. What the fuck?
Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
All I did was just go to block Perez because he got DRS, and then we got put on the grass.
It's victory in Shanghai, and what a victory it is after an incredible Grand Prix. As we await the winners to take their positions on the podium, one thing is clear today. RB have really shown their prowess on the track. This is a team that isn't afraid to take risks, whether that's on the circuit or in the new talents they hire. Today, those risks certainly paid off.
We won. We won Shanghai. In our 5th race. We won. And I won just 1 year after one of my family members passed. And I wanted to do this, but I didn't think it would actually happen. And here I am. I'm a race winner. We just got VCARB with their first win. That's insane. I don't know what to say. I didn't think this would happen. That was an amazing battle with Perez all the way through, though. That was one hell of a battle. With the battle between even myself, him, and Leclerc was amazing. I have no words. But in a good way, not in a bad way. I mean, I don't think I can stress this enough, but we did it. Oh my god. We win the race. Congrats to Perez on the P2. Guess he's gonna, you know, make me work for that Red Bull seat if we want it in the near future. Oscar Piastri finishes in 3rd. Good job to him. Leclerc in P4. Hamilton P5. Sainz in 6. Verstappen fought all the way up to 7, so good job to him. Alonso 8th. Ricciardo scored his first points in P9, and I think Esteban Ocon scored his first points in P10. That's actually pretty freaking good on both their behalves. Good job to these two. Holy. Ricciardo was in a league of his own. So was Ocon. They just didn't have anybody to fight, and they just stayed there. And we went on to win. Holy shit. And then the rest of the results are as follows. Russell 11th, Gasly 12th, Joe 13th in his home race. Hulkenberg 14th, Bottas 15th. Stroll down to 16th. That's what happens when you're talentless. Sargent 17th. Albon got a 10-second time penalty and finished 18th. So he would have finished 13th, but he got a 10-second time penalty. I'm curious as to what for. And then Magnussen 19th, and Lando Norris DNF'd. And he finishes 20th. Wow. Just Just wow. Checking out the standings. Max Verstappen extends his lead to the top, but now 16 points ahead of Lando in P2. Oscar in P3, 17 back. We're P4, 22 points back. That ain't gonna last long. Take a picture and frame it, because it ain't gonna be like that for a while. Then Perez in 5th. Leclerc 6th. Alonso 7th. Hamilton in 8th. Russell 9th, and the Sainz in 10th. And then Gasly 11th. Ricciardo 12th. Albon 13th. And Ocon 14th. So yeah, Ricciardo and Ocon, or Ocon, as I knew for a fact about Ricciardo, but Ocon did score his first points. So both Alpine drivers have scored a point. Good job. And all that's left is Stroll, Zhou, Hulkenberg, Bottas, Magnussen, and Sargent that have yet to score a point. It'd be nice if Stroll just didn't score, period. Okay. It'd be nice if Stroll just didn't score points, period. So, yeah, what can you do? And then Constructors, Red Bull takes back the lead at the top of the Constructors' Championship by now 8 points ahead of McLaren in P2. Ferrari is in 3rd, but we're only 2 points back from them. So, that's big. Ricardo's 2 points. Very big. Mercedes in P5. Aston in P6. Alpine in 7th. Williams in 8th. And the Kickstoppers in 9th. And Haas in 10th. So, yeah. Still 2 teams that have yet to score a point. Still. And only just. But, yeah. And here's the weekend results. We got the most points out of anybody. That's crazy. I promised myself I wouldn't cry. And I kind of want to, but at the same time, I kind of don't. Because I'm happy that I won. I'm happy I did it on the 1 year since my grandma passed. I'm happy about that. And I know it's a video game. You don't have to tell me twice that it's a video game. You don't have to. I already know this. But, yeah. I'm proud. And I want to do this every single time this day pops up. I'm recording this on July the 28th. This video might be out on the same day, or it might be out on July the 29th. I'm not too sure. But every single time I race in either F1 and NASCAR, whenever a video lands on this day specifically, I want to win every single time. I'm going to make that my life's goal until the end of time. You have my word. You have my word. And that is a goal that I will cherish, that I'm going to keep with me all the way till end of time, like I said. And also, because of the win, we actually ended up getting an acolyte, which is getting over 25 championship points. We ended up earning 2,500 XP for our experience, which puts us up to 60 experience. Our racecraft and awareness go up, our pace go up, and our focus also goes up to 71, and our overall rating goes from 76 to 77, which is a really, really good improvement for us. The championship points that we ended up getting to get more experience really, really helped out. And yeah, this definitely was an emotional race, an emotional weekend. And yeah, like I said, every single time July the 28th comes around, I want to win every single race that is on that day that I record and all that sort of stuff. But, and also we ended up getting all the specialist objectives done for the manufacturing expert, power unit consultants, and material fabrication planner, and the quality assurance tester. So, pretty good, all things considered. But guys, that's gonna do it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification down below for more. If you guys want to see some more F1 24. Next race is the Miami Grand Prix. Hopefully we'll get a good finish there. I have no idea, but we'll have to wait and see. But take care, everyone. I love y'all. Have a good rest of your day, and goodbye.